was like Feral for Fiction or something. And I was like, yeah, what kind of books do you read? she's like, I read romantic. I'm like, oh, do you? And I'm like, well, I have a podcast about that.
I know.
And then she was, we were talking about Crescent City, and she was like, then she got me on this like Therian thing about like how she doesn't like him. And then also how she gets annoyed with Ethan. And I was like, don't tell me anything, but interesting. And because she was like, well, we'll see by the end of the book how you feel.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, my friend said that she thinks Therian is a bit like Lucian. And the girl was like, I like Lucian though. And I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, Therian makes bad choices.
Yes.
They're bad.
He makes bad choices, and
among other things.
I just like, it's not gonna ruin it. We have so much to talk about because Allie finished Wings and Ruin, and I can't even.
Finally.
I'm so excited. I'm like, should we just dive in? I know we usually chit chat, but I'm like, I want to hear about this. I want to hear about Crescent City.
Yes.
Okay.
It only took her since September to finish.
And then she has the gall to walk into my home and be like, so do you have Frost and Starlight? I'm like, no, it's lent out to Kendall. Like,
I can lend you my copy.
That's what I said. I was like, Jamie has a copy, I'm sure.
It was good.
Only if you finish it in 1 week.
Right? Wait, we have to do our spoilers if we're going to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, let's go, because I want to talk.
Let's go. Let's go. Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes,
a podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we press play, consider this your spoiler warning. We're operating with zero restrictions. We'll be pulling threads from ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City because the worlds overlap, the themes echo, and we're absolutely saying the quiet connections out loud. If a title gets mentioned in this next section, it's on the table.
But don't worry, babes. We'll keep our non-Maasverse spoilers limited to the beginning of this pod, where we'll spill the tea, surreal style, on what else we're reading. If your TBR isn't caught up with ours, don't worry. Just skip ahead. Okay? Now that that's established, let's begin.
Let's get going.
Oh my God. Okay. Allie.
Everybody's reading everything.
Everybody's reading everything. Everything all at once, all the time. Allie finished ACOTAR. Hit it.
I don't know if you can have an applause for that. It's been like 8 months.
It actually has been. This took you the longest because it took Mist and Fury.
Like a full year and a half to start to get through ACOTAR.
Really?
Yes. ACOTAR took me the longest. This has been my favorite book of the series, I will say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
once I got to the part of that, I was like,
what part did you start to fly through?
Once the battle, the big bad battle started.
Oh, okay. And that's like still a good chunk of the book.
Still like a
Yes.
Yeah. Should I have a microphone?
Maybe.
I'm like, do you want to just come talk into my chest over here? What do we do? I don't know.
Hello.
I don't know what to do. Here, I can unclip and then I'll talk next to Jamie, I guess. Okay, because people have complained that they can't hear Allie.
She is but whisper soft.
Yes.
Okay, my thoughts. Really sad that the cereal died. Also really sad that the bone carver died for some reason. Like, I don't know why that was sad. Love the Weaver. And
the Weaver.
I do love her.
Bone carver dies? I thought the Weaver dies.
No, the bone carver. It does not say that the Weaver has died. Oh, yes, she does die.
Sure it does. I'm like,
Hybern kills her.
fact check.
Kills her. Yes.
Yes, I love her. I'm like, slay. She's like, turns beautiful and young and is eating everyone. Love it.
fair.
Like, she gives Amryn a little
Love
bit.
a girl with a great appetite.
Yeah.
Theory was that Amryn is the lost sibling of the three.
They have a lost sibling?
Yes, it's triplets.
Yeah.
It's triplets because it's Strider,
No, Coast J. He's at the lake.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on,
I haven't
Emma.
gotten there yet.
Get there fast.
That was my theory.
They said it when they're in the prison and they talked to the carver before this battle. He's like, my siblings, Striga and Koshe.
Oh, I thought that still would have been Amryn. He doesn't say where Koshe is, does he?
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
Does that happen?
I thought it happened in the prison, but now I'm unsure.
I thought it happened in book 3, but not the prison.
Well, as we've established, we've never actually read these.
I was gonna say, Jessica, let's not get too high on your horse about these Crescent City things that my sister-in-law is like, nah.
I'm an expert here. Doesn't
Correct.
remember anything ever.
Yeah, I love the Weaver. I love the Bone Carver. I want like a backstory on those 3. I feel like that would be so fun.
Oh yeah, that could be good.
Yeah.
And I think because you think that they are Valg,
They're not Asteri.
I think they're Asteri. Astery is how I say it in my head.
They aren't.
Like, wait, confirmed in
Yes, because
Where?
in Crescent City, when they're in the prison and they open the coffin
yes,
that has the one in it,
yes.
she is the last one. The other one was eaten, and there are only those other ones that are left.
Ooh.
Plus Amryn.
Plus, Momo has something to say.
I mean, I have overall thoughts on that, but
Yeah, I would love a like backstory on the 3 of them. Like, so cool. Love them. Also love the moment where Feyre like runs into the Weaver's cottage, and then Ianthe like goes in, and she's like, what is it? And she's like, dinner. And I was like, yes.
that was a good
So
one.
good.
Did she die there?
Yes. Thank God, she's so annoying.
Yes. Did you cry when the surreal died?
No, but I did cry later in the book. Okay. Also, when RHYSAND died, I was like, he doesn't die, and he doesn't die.
Yes, of course.
Correct.
No.
He will not die. But when Amryn died, I was kind of like,
You
oh,
cried.
I know. No, not the
No,
moment
No,
I
not
cried.
then. When
Not
Cassian
then.
is injured.
Oh, also very sad, and I can't wait to get to no.
We won't let her finish. We just keep
When
guessing.
Highburn died, she
Hybrid died.
Frank.
No, so there's this scene after, like, when Elaine gets taken, and then
Right.
Feyre goes
Bless.
and saves her and brings her back, and they're like tired and exhausted and emotionally drained, and Feyre like lays down on her rug, and then Elaine comes and lays next to her. And then Nesta comes and I'm gonna cry. And then
Oh, boy.
Nesta comes and lays next to her. Oh my gosh. And I like had this thought about all the times I've shared a bed with my sisters.
Oh,
And I'm crying.
that's not true. You almost cried last time.
But like, you know, when we lived in the basement suite and we all shared a bed there. And then when our parents separated and we shared a bed at Dad's. And then just thinking about how, like, I don't know, I was like, how lovely it is to like have a sister. I love you.
Oh dear. They're hugging.
You're just gonna narrate.
But yeah, like how special it is to have a sister, and how like times can be so hard, but as you grow up, like your sisters really are your best friends.
I wouldn't know.
Thanks a lot, Pam and
That's
Kim.
nice.
Yeah, and it just made me think about like all the times like I've shared beds with my sisters, and now, you know, and like sharing a room with my little like Cassie, and then now we live together, and it just is like so lovely. And also you need to have another baby so Goldie can have a sister, because it's the best thing in the world. I love having sisters.
I
So
also love having.
that was where I cried.
I know that was where you cried. I mean, I can't believe it, but that's very.
But yes, it was good. I can definitely see too how she said in that one post I read you guys that this was supposed to be a trilogy. Like it started off as a trilogy, and I can see like how she could have like wrapped up the
Wrapped it
series
here.
there. Like there were lots of things left unanswered.
Disagree.
Yeah, there were lots of things left unanswered, but I could see like she could have been like, okay, and I'm done, and like leave it.
We couldn't get Cassian then, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's essential.
But yes,
Right.
also so sad when Cassian was like, and then Nesta lays on top of him.
Yes.
Ugh.
Doesn't he tell her? He's like, go, and she's
Yes.
like, I can't.
And then he just like hugs her.
Yeah.
Great scene. So good.
So good. When she yells at him and he's flying.
Yeah, she's like,
He
Cassian.
yells and he just comes like streaking
Yes.
down.
So good. So I do think they're mates. I do think they're mates. I'm excited to see, because mating bond hasn't stepped in place in Silver Flames. So I'm excited to see in the future what that holds. But
We love that for you.
yeah, this was my favorite one for sure.
What did you think of, I would say, the most controversial part in this book is Amren's death and then not death?
I was relieved. I didn't want Amren to die, so I'm glad she came back.
Right.
I hate that like her whole mystical self is like dulled down now because she's just high fae.
Just
Right.
But I think it would have been worse.
High fae.
Yeah, I think it would have been worse had she just been killed off. Yeah, it was like shocking for sure.
People felt very cheated, as in like you just kill them. Like, why didn't you bring them back? Like, it feels like it kind of takes it away, takes the wind out of the sails of the story a bit, which I would agree with actually. And I love Amren.
Yeah.
You disagree?
I don't know.
Also,
I can see both sides.
Also, I did not give a fuck that Papa Archeron died. I was like, all right.
Me neither. I was like, good fucking
cool.
riddance.
I did think it was when he comes in and he has the
boats.
and they're named after his girls.
Very nice.
I was very touched by that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the part that I cried was the surreal.
It was sad. But also not a lonesome creature. So
why?
They say it's the surreal is like the name of the species.
So there's more than one.
And then because Feyre asks what his name is, and she's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Does it matter?" And then he dies.
That's so
It's
sad.
so
That's his last one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. Good thing
So-
we still have to cover it.
I know.
Still getting there. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
Wow.
I love being a sister.
I love being a sister too. How are you feeling about moving into Frost and Starlight? Have we like appropriately temperature set for you this book that is very different from
Yes.
others?
Okay. I know it's short, so I feel like I'll just like speed through it because I'm so excited to get to Silver Flames.
Insert eye roll.
I know. But I'm so excited for like Nesta and Cassian, and I know it's all Silver Flames, so I'm just like, I just want to get there.
I struggled with the first part of Silver Flames, like a lot. I said to Jessica, I'm like, I don't even know if I can keep reading this.
Yeah.
She was so unlikable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like no redeeming qualities. Like she is horrible.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, especially at the end of Wings and Ruin. And Cassian is like kisses her and says like, I wish we had more time and blah, blah, blah. It just, I'm like, oh my God, I want a whole book about them. And so I'm very excited. Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. So. Frost and Starlight, you get actually more of Azriel and Elaine too. You haven't read the bonus chapter, have you?
No, I didn't read it.
Frost and Starlight, and then before you move on to Silver Flames, read the bonus chapter.
Okay.
And then the bonus chapter is so good. I was so happy I found it.
Okay. Is it in Starlight?
It's Frost and Starlight.
Okay.
But read through all of Frost and Starlight first. Yes. Novella, it is meant to be like, it doesn't really even feel like a full standalone.
Yeah.
Like
it's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah. Okay.
Happy go lucky.
Jamie read it at Christmas, which I feel
like
was
magical.
Cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
I did like it.
Yeah. So
it's winter solstice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Feyre's birthday.
I didn't know that.
Right. I forgot about that.
Her birthday's on the solstice?
I think it's actually on solstice.
Or did she choose a birthday because her mom kept?
Oh yeah, that is right.
Or wait, didn't her mom not like that it was on winter solstice, so she would make her have it? Like,
and then Reese is like, "Nah, we're not doing that."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I was trying to remember how that panned out.
But yes, key takeaway: I love being a sister. Being a sister is the best.
It is the best.
And
not having any more babies. Though.
Jessica should have another baby so that Goldie has a sister.
Gonna have to make do with a billion aunties.
And the world is just so much better with your sister by your side.
The Silver Flames is an interesting. There's a lot that goes on. It is obviously Nesta and Cassian's story, but there's a lot that happens between the sisters.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting too. Like Nesta and Feyre go through times of being close and apart in this book. Like they see each other and then Nesta's mad and then back together and so it goes. But
That's pretty much the premise of book 5. Nesta is mad.
Is mad.
Period.
Everyone's like,
But that's is sisterhood too. It's like growing up with your sisters. There's periods of time where you're so close, and then you're not as close. But I think as you go into adulthood, like you're so close with your sisters, or at least I think you should be. If you have a sister, you should be close with her.
I was going to say, you know that I write Colton Golden a letter every year.
Yeah.
My mom, did you know my mom did that for us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wrote us a letter every year on our birthday. And then when I was, I think 19, when I was moving out, gave me mine. And was yours when you were 18 or when you moved out?
When I moved out.
When you moved out.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it for Colt and Goldie. And in one of Colt's letters and in Golden's first letter, I talk about how your sibling is your cradle to grave, and there is no one else who witnesses your entire life.
Oh, yeah.
Like, your parents will die, before you, and in the best case, the way the world should be, your parents die before you, and your romantic partner usually doesn't come along until later in life, and it's your sibling that witnesses your entire life and understands you and your history in a way that no one else really will. And I talked about how there are times in your life where you will probably not be as close. And that is perfectly normal. And, but that there will also be times where it's important to focus on like rebuilding that and pulling that close again. Because that relationship is so special.
Anyway, that was my takeaway. You can have your microphone.
She said she had thoughts and feelings, and she did.
She sure did. So many.
Accurate.
I would not have thought that Wings in Ruin would get you going like that, Al. I'm so glad how much you liked it, though. I think you will. Like I said, poking into me. I think you will really like Silver Flames. It is a very, she's a complex character, and we love a complex gal.
And I want to see more of her power.
Oh.
You only see like a smidgen of it in Act 4.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
Her in that lake. Oh my god. One of my favorite, like, in the whole series.
Oh, I'm like, oh yeah.
There are Marys in ACOTAR? In the Maasverse? What? Okay. Jamie, what are you reading?
Oh, I finished. Did I finish Crescent City 2 last time? Yes. I'm like almost done 3 now.
Okay. So where are you at right now?
They're going to Avalon or Avalon. I think it's Avalon. En at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where Cormac is from?
Yes.
Okay.
They're going to the archives to figure out how to basically kill the Asteri and make the sword and dagger work together. Yeah.
Okay. I'm also, there's like a part of me where I'm afraid. I'm like, wait, do you know this? What do you know about the sword and the dagger?
Just that they...
Whose dagger?
Well, it's Azrael's dagger.
Okay, yes. I was like...
She gets it in the prison. She takes it from him.
I couldn't remember.
Because they try and kill... They do kill the other Asteri.
Okay. So, do you want to go first? I want, like, what are your thoughts? The prison...
I made some notes.
Yeah.
So I didn't forget.
Okay.
It was pretty complex.
Hit me. Because this was the part that I felt like...
This was like chapter 54, like the lore
dump
for those like 5 chapters. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bryce is obviously heir to the Dusk Court.
What do you mean, obviously?
Because it is obvious that she is.
Okay.
She smells like dusk.
Because Jamie knows.
Lobe. Now it's my turn.
No, she for sure is.
When you said she smells like dusk, that blew my mind.
And because so Thea was a traitor, obviously.
Okay.
So like she bad. Which makes her more interesting because we love like a female villain. RHYSAND is the blood link to the prison because he has Celine's blood as she was mated to the first High Lord of the Night Court. That's why his blood opens the prison, not because he's the High Lord of the Night Court. It's because he has her bloodline and she made the prison. And only her descendants.
Oh, I gotta reread this.
She's one of Thea's twins. Thea has 2 kids, Helena and Celine.
Right.
And Celine was mated to the first High Lord of the Night Court.
Okay.
And this story was supposed to be passed down to every male heir,
Right.
and it stopped. So RHYSAND has no idea that this is why he can open the prison. He just thinks it's a High Lord thing, like of the Night Court.
Right.
Okay. Feyre is not Starborn. She glows because RHYSAND gave her some of his power. He is the Starborn one because he has Celene's blood.
Okay, wait. Is this like all confirmed or is this theory from you?
I feel like this is like confirmed on
Confirmed?
the page.
Okay.
This sets up RHYSAND as a shoo-in for High King because Thea, she was High Queen of whatever. It wasn't.
But before.
Yeah, before. Yeah. So I think this like could allude to him actually becoming like a High King.
High King. Okay.
Yeah. Amren has to be a Asteri. So the way Amren uses the word girl, she also has dark hair and pale skin. And the Asteri can live inside other people's bodies. So Regulus lives inside that teenage Fae boy.
Right.
And so in my mind, this is how Amren escaped the prison because she's Asteri. She stole someone's body. Like she says that she takes someone's body and then could just leave.
No way.
So I feel like that points to her being Asteri.
No
and
way.
That's why she says that she couldn't, if she left this body or like this, then she wouldn't what did she say? She wouldn't like them or she wouldn't
care. She wouldn't remember them.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But then why is she described as being like an assassin for a wrathful, like someone who ruled a world? Wouldn't she have been the world ruler?
Maybe she's both.
Because it describes her as almost like a foot soldier in a way. Like she is sent like a mercenary. She's sent off to go like a gopher, go do.
Did we just say that because we think she's like Fury?
No, it's on the page. She says something along the lines that they're like, "What are you?" And she says, "I was an assassin and a soldier for a wrathful god who ruled a young world."
I still think she's a Asteri.
Interesting. I haven't heard this before.
Or Valg, but I feel like the way. As soon as I met the Asteri that comes out of the coffin, I'm like, oh my God, this is Amren. Like the way she talks and she's like, she's smug and kind of snide and like she's very Amren-esque, in my opinion.
Her coffin, how is it described?
Crystal. Like it's like, in my mind, it was like clear.
Like Snow White-esque.
Sort of, yeah. Like
Disney watch.
Like Swarovski or something. I don't know. Swarovski.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and just the way she talks, it sounds, and that Amren took on another body, and we know Regulus does this.
Right.
And the Asteri that came out of the coffin, she also like turns herself young and beautiful. They forget if she's haggard, and then her hair like grows down to the floor, and she's like more beautiful than anything you've ever seen.
Right.
Anyways. If the cauldron is destroyed, so is Perithian. That was interesting. So it's a failsafe that the Asteri installed to destroy the planet.
Well, we kind of knew that, like even with Wings in Ruin, right? At the end when the cauldron starts to break apart.
But they talk about still like, I know they send it away in like pieces, but they still seem like mildly like they may want to destroy it. I don't know.
I guess we'll see at the end of. I feel like no, but
the horn is the final piece of the Dread Trove.
Mm-hmm.
And the Asteri also created the Star Sword and Truth Teller.
I know.
I think we can also put to bed that the Weaver, the Bone Carver, and Kostray are not Asteri.
Why?
Because they're just not. Like no. Because, first of all, the Weaver and the Bone Carver are too easy to kill. Like, think about how much shit they have to go through and will go through, I guess, in the rest of Crescent City to get rid of the Asteri. And, like, I just think they're killed way too easily in Book 3. Like, there's hardly fair criticism
of the theory
put into... Yeah, she's just like, oh, like, dead. Oopsies, I closed my thing. What else did I write down? Oh, the mist around the prison, around Avalon, and around Maeve's Mountain, and around the Bone Quarter. So that all has to be something. I don't know what, but like those are the places that I like clocked in the world.
The Maasverse.
Yeah, that are like shrouded in mist. Except I couldn't remember, and I didn't go back. What about the island that Dracon and Miriam live on? That's just warded, right? Or like glamored?
I think it's just
Yeah, okay. I didn't think it had mist.
Yeah.
The other fae that came to Midgard were shifters. Could these be from the like Throne of Glass universe?
Mm-hmm.
Because and possessed elemental magic, which a lot of people in Throne of Glass, not a lot, but like primarily their magic is more that
elemental, like fire and
yeah. And could it be that all three of the stories are happening concurrently? Like it's the same, like it's not one after the other. It's like they're all happening together and like kind of shift, but like, because it doesn't seem like there's a gap when, I don't know. Like, because when you think about Aelin, when she's in the mirror, like falling through the rifts or in the worlds or whatever, and she sees Rhysand and Feyre.
Pregnant.
Like, so then that has to be, like, it can't be happening unless she's, like, looking into the future, which we don't know.
That's always been my thought, is that they're traveling through worlds and time. That's because when Bryce first goes to the Prithian world and meets Rhysand, it's described that she's speaking an old ancient language, right? So that makes me think, and also that the Daglan / Asteri came from Prithian and then went to Midgard. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. The timeline is funny because then I'm like, wait, if they did that, we should maybe do like a
timeline,
like a tack board and like,
because it's almost like everything's happening all at once.
And yet there's stuff that makes it feel like it was a long time ago.
In Throne of Glass specifically, I think. Also, oh, go ahead.
No, you.
I like that they reference like that library, the Pantheos.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so much like the story about the library at Alexandria that gets destroyed.
I thought about the same thing.
And I was like, oh, this is a good reference.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you.
Oh, and Jessica is confirmed as a priestess in the library.
What?
In Parthos.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. I love Bryaxis. Great character.
In the Bryaxis as like
when they unleash her, she's just like raining terror on them. I'm like,
yes, you just see she's described as like a cyclone of like shadow and smoke, and then you just like see like a tentacle or like something pop out.
Something similar if they're both shadow-esque.
Oh yeah, it was also interesting that the Asteri thought when she came out of the coffin that like Azrael was serving her, like him specifically with his wings, and like she's like, oh yes, like do my bidding. Like basically she tries to boss him around and he's like and she's like, sir, do what you're told.
So on the page it says she's like, does she say I'm the last one, I'm the only one? Like, why do you think she's the only one? Because she's the only one they found?
Because there's 8. One's dead. No, 2 are dead, and 6 live in. Because that's the whole thing with the 8-pointed star.
So, sorry, the serial says Throne of Glass and ACOTAR are happening parallel, but in different worlds. And then
the surreal says this?
No, yeah. Google.
Oh. I was like,
I just caught one.
Does he?
Announced one. And then Crescent City is like meant to be in the future. But they're connected by portals.
Says, and this is just fan theories.
Yes.
But I think Crescent City though, like, because when she falls into their world, like it doesn't feel like not much time has passed. It feels like to me since book 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Like it doesn't feel like it's thousands of years have passed, and now Bryce is here, and they're all like, "Hey,
I
Bryce."
think they're all meant to slightly overlap, it's saying, but they're different. It's a multiverse. So
Mhm.
there's different universes. They're happening somewhat. Like,
Yeah.
it's just that this one is a little bit older.
I think there's some traveling through time because
Well, the harp.
yeah, and like that Bryce is speaking an ancient language, and then the comment from Amryn that they had just finished destroying twin cities, and Caitlin confirms that Throne of Glass is like has twin cities in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like there is universe traveling and timeline traveling, and maybe there will come a juncture in the coming ACOTAR books / Crescent City books where it becomes a bit of the butterfly effect. Like, well, if you do this, like, because we're actually in the future, if you change that, or we're in the past for you, if you change this, then this future will never happen and you'll never be born. And I feel like there might be a little bit of that, but I could also see the other way that, oh no, they're all just concurrent, and somehow SJM will have to explain why Bryce's language is ancient for the ACOTAR world if it's happening you know what I mean? Like,
well, depending on how long the Asteria have been on Midgard, like if it was 15,000 years ago that the Daglin were kicked out of Prithian world, they would have still spoke like Old Fae.
And so then they brought the language to
Midgard.
Humans.
Right?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So
maybe that's why, like, and like then back on Prithian, their language has like evolved past that because Amryn understands it.
Yeah. Yep.
Which would also put another tick
Amryn
in the box
being
for
an
her
Asteri.
being an Asteri.
That I have not heard that, but I could see it.
Evie.
So good. What do you know about the horn besides that it's the last or a part of the Dread Trove? Is that it?
That you need it to obviously travel through whatever, but nothing kind of beyond that. Okay. And that it like pairs well with the harp.
Okay, sounds good.
Nothing crazy yet, because I think they're also wanting to learn more about that going to the archives in Avalon or Aveline or whatever it is.
I'll be going to Avalon, or however you say it, is the next really. I mean, this whole book is quite good, but
I'm like this whole book is like the last 200 pages of every other SJM novel.
Yeah,
I'm like, every time I turn my head, I'm like, the Hind has kids. The Hind is Dave, right?
Oh my god, I love the Hind.
What else? Oh, Hypaxia is a necromancer. What else happens? Where I was like,
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I really don't think I would enjoy it if I hadn't read the other X amount of books first, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Because half the fun is seeing the crossover.
Yes. I also feel like doing the pod has like made it more enjoyable for me, even looking at Crescent City, because we talk about this stuff and we try to make these connections and figure it out. And so it's so exciting. Like when I realized that the logo, the symbol for the Pack of Devils is a wolf with horns, I was like, are you kidding me? It's Tamlin. Like that's crazy. I was so, and then also when I read Jessica and her like silver manicure, I lost my mind. Like,
but she's a priestess, so she explains in her backstory that she was only viewed as a witch. She isn't a witch.
So not Iron Tooth witch. Red herring? Or could there be more?
Maybe.
Okay, you've also read, we're so far in and we haven't even You also finished The Book Thief?
No, halfway done.
Halfway.
Yeah. I read it at my one day working on the weekend.
And you are loving it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yay.
I sense, well, it says on the page that something bad is going to happen.
It's also a World War II, so like,
yeah, I mean,
spoilers.
It's not great. But like one of the characters that is quite endearing dies, and it says that right on the page. But since it's from Death's perspective, he talks about it as like, oh yes, well, this person will die, but not yet. And then you like continue on with the story, and you're like,
Great.
Oh.
That's an interesting way of approaching it, where you like know what we would consider like the final outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh well, I know this the end of the story, but it's like, yeah, but still read the story.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot like that in the book. Like, oh, but we're getting ahead of ourselves, or
Right.
oh, but like we're not there yet. And
Right.
I'm like, okay, death, get out of here.
You tease.
It kind of reminds me of when Harry Potter, they talk about the, what is it?
Yeah.
What the heck is that called now?
The-
It's with the cloak of invisibility, the Elder Wand, and the
people get the Deathly Hallows.
Yes. Okay, so when they tell the story of like, and that death came to like claim the first brother and like all these things,
Yeah.
the death in this book feels a bit like that. Like, I don't know, it's like he's a bit charming,
right,
for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend.
Oh,
It's really good.
that's interesting because I just finished A Touch of Darkness. Touch by Darkness. I really got to figure out the title of this book, which is Hades and Persephone, and he is obviously the lord of the underworld, and so he is also very charming, and like it's reframing death instead of being like the end of the story as
Just
being
another beginning.
just another chapter. Yeah. Which I did finish. We talked about, and I thought maybe I would DNF, but I did finish.
And you still were like, meh.
There is like a twist. So Steph texted me and asked how it was going, and I told her I finished it, and she asked what I thought. And there is a twist that happens near the end that I did not see coming, and I was listening to it, on audiobook, and I literally went, what? And like I was painting my wall, and I put down my paintbrush and was like, no way. So that was fun. But then that was like the best part of the whole story, and it was a very limited like section. Yeah. Anyway,
you could have gone your whole life and you wouldn't have been disappointed.
No, I believe there is another story, kind of like Blood and Ash, where there's a book too, but it's the same story told from Hades' perspective instead of Persephone's. I will not be reading it. It was fine. And then I have a quarter-ish of the Book of Azrael left. And it's kind of
not great.
It's also not amazing. It's kind of doing a bit of an SJM where all of a sudden there's a bunch of shit happening, which is more interesting to read. But yeah, it hasn't been awesome. And that one is a book of like 5. I don't know that I will finish that series ever. Either. You and I were talking about this, that there are so many awesome books out right now, and books with follow-ups being released shortly, like Furybound is coming out I think soon, and
May 5th I think.
Soon. And then I think the Knave and the Moon is soonish, and then obviously ACOTAR, and so I just
Wolf Queen,
and I'm excited to read Frankenstein. I want to read
Quicksilver 3,
all of it, right? So I'm just, if I'm not super loving a series, I don't know that I'm gonna like stick it out. I also haven't had anyone tell me like, you must finish it. Like the way that we kind of sometimes tell people, if you don't love ACOTAR, hang in there for ACOMAF, because it gets, the going gets good. No one has told me that about these books. So
I feel that way about Blood and Ash. I'm like, it started getting not great in like book 5, but like I had already come that far. And now there's going to be, I think it's 7 and 8. And I'm like, well, I know I'm going to read them because I finished book 6.
I know.
And I was like, I'm too far in now.
Yeah. You're Tamland.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doubling down. And then I had a girlfriend today on Instagram. We were chit-chatting because she was like, book recommendations. So I recommended Poison Daughter, which Caitlin's reading right now.
Oh, is she liking it?
Yes. She also loved Alchemized, but again was like, what the fuck with the ending?
Did she finish it?
Yep.
I'll have to text her.
Because she's like, why did one of them not die? I'm like,
yes.
Yep. I'm like, that would have made sense.
Yeah, 100%.
So she was a bit like that, but she loved it. Like she said, it could be one of her favorite books.
Oh, yay.
Which we all agree.
Yes, very
amazing.
Good. Very good.
But then, who was reading it that was like, I don't know, I just can't. Jacqueline's
reading it right now.
Yes.
Can't get into it.
And she's like, I don't know, it's like, meh. And I'm like,
Jacqueline finished Throne of Glass.
Yep.
So she's done the whole Maasverse.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was just like, huh?
She should do Fourth Wing next.
I'm like, go to, like, what part are you at? Because I would agree, part 1, like, you're kind of have all these questions. And you're like, what the hell is going on here? But then you get to part 2, and it gets, like, the getting, like you said, is getting good.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm in part 2. Oh. And they just started, like, sleeping together, like, when he's, like, rapes her at the beginning. And I'm like, that's part 1.
Right.
Because part 2 is, like, going backwards into, like...
Maybe she means in part 2 when they develop their romantic relationship.
She does not.
Oh.
Incorrect.
Nope. I was like...
I don't know.
Caitlin and I were both like, what? Like, because we saw it.
Yeah.
Connor's birthday party.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
So I was like very confused by this.
That is odd. I think she should do Fourth Wing. I think it's the closest like to the ACOTAR world that I've read. Like vibes.
I told you she should do Night Prince and Wolf King.
Yeah.
Those are speedy. And the getting is fucking good in those.
Yeah.
Blake is...
Yeah. I love Blake. I think she would really enjoy Fourth Wing.
Book 2 of Fourth Wing, though, is a slog.
Yeah.
Till chapter 47.
Boom. My chair, my house, my woman.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
I do enjoy that part.
Should we get going? I feel like we've been talking for an hour.
43 minutes.
Yeah.
Fine. This is a short episode.
It is a short episode. Okay. It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and, of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
We're sauntering into chapters 31 to 36 of A Court of Wings and Ruin, and things are getting very real very fast. The fallout is hitting, the stakes are climbing, and our crew is being pushed from planning mode straight into action, whether they're ready or not. So settle in, because this stretch trades slow burn for sharp turns, and we are absolutely along for the ride.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and of course,
RHYSAND.
As such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines,
where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't,
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic motives or mistakes. Was it me? Chapter 31, The Descent into Darkness.
Ooh,
She is waiting.
Quickly
assessing that Feyre and Nesta are out of their depth without magic and only one knife between them. So naturally, taunting their attackers is the best thing. Quote, "You made a grave mistake coming here, to my house, and I hope it rips you into bloody ribbons." And our girls turn tail and run. They run into the eternal blackness, quote, "and whatever lurked inside it," or whoever. Nesta in her skirt, Feyre dragging her by the hand, urging her forward and down. The ravens start chirping, squawking. What happened to the queens? The youngest one came out Fae, but not young and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
A haggard old crone.
I mean, and that's just, such just desserts.
And Feyre starts to piece it together. Elaine. She knew. She saw it. Yes, Feyre, darling, and she will see much, much more.
Da-da-da.
Ever the brave high lady, Feyre implores Nesta to run. Feyre will face these two alone. Is it just me, or is Feyre more prone to running face first into objects, trees, walls than any other FMC we've ever encountered?
Yes.
Like, she's literally turns every corner and is like, I ran into a wall. I hit a tree. Like,
yes.
What a tree branch? Like,
yes, all the time.
It's like,
girls got brain damage.
Yes. This is no except, like, she is concussed.
Yes.
This is no exception. Scrambling one dead end after another, reaching for her power. Quote, "Not even an ember to summon to light the way." And just as they begin closing in on her, hidden in the stacks, a soft voice, quote, "Both young and old, hideous and beautiful," whispers, "You are the High Lady?" Feyre answers and then immediately begs for help. Guess what, babes? It's time for Let's Make a Deal, Perithian edition. But Alice's warning rings in Feyre's head. Don't make bargains. Feyre, not one to stray from routine, disregards this advice yet again. Damn it, Feyre.
Damn it, Feyre.
But who could this darkness want? The darkness knew the bone carver long ago. Quote, before so many things crawled the earth. Okay. Between the carver, the weaver, her, and Kostjay, this court needs answers. Like, I feel like there is some answers, but you're right. It's not entirely clear that they aren't Asteri. I personally don't think they are.
Right.
I think they're
Valg?
Yeah.
Okay.
something else.
Yeah.
And also I think that Bryaxis is Cultane.
I love that theory so much because I love Cultane.
Which in my mind then sort of, I don't know why it seems to make more sense since like Valgar from Throne of Glass and Cultane's from Throne of Glass and they're all kind of like in the prison. But then it also kind of brought up questions as far as like, so when in Crescent City, when they talk about like the creation of the prison.
Yes.
And like all the creatures. So like, I know that Cassian put people in the prison.
Yes.
But like, it almost sounds like it grew, like Thea like created the prison. But like, did she decide who was going to live in it initially? Like, was it a prison when she created, like that to me was unclear because they talk about it like now it's the prison. But like also she wanted to like kind of decimate the Dusk Court. So I don't know. It didn't really make sense to me.
Do they talk about the Dusk Court?
Yes. It says on the page. Dusk's truth. Bryce is the heir. Thea was the whatever you call it.
Oh, this is so funny.
The carvings on the wall, it's like a sun that was rising or setting. It's the fucking Dusk Court. The prison is the Dusk Court.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyways, so we actually don't have answers for what Kostjay and them are other than like death gods. But like,
which like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where are they from? Surprisingly, her request is simple. Company, quote, to tell me of life. After sealing the deal with her new tattoo, quote, shall I kill them? Please do. Close your eyes, the thing purred in my ear. Screams, snaps, and splatter. She had her way with the ravens, and not a moment too soon, a strong hand reaches for Feyre, pulling her, pleading with her not to look. Cassian. Exactly. Then Rhys, the mountain shudders as he lands.
Of course.
We haven't had a mountain shudder in a while.
Quite a while.
Like, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Rhys has arrived. Night and shadows cascading off of him, heading straight into the mayhem. Tucking in tight to Cassian, he takes to the sky with Nesta and his high lady. Silence below, then, quote, the screaming began anew. Chapter 32. They are safe, and thank fucking God. And they need a big old fucking drink. The High Lord returns, hands stained red, and immediately notices Feyre's newest ink.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Rhys has two questions, quote, what did you give it? And did you volunteer yourself? Feyre is confident this time that she has not fallen into another trap, or at least hopes. We'll spiral about that later.
Oh, God.
She's like, yeah, I think it was pretty fine this time.
Yeah, I'm okay, I think.
Yeah, like, Rhys is like, girl, like, why do you do this? Like, it's just...
Yeah.
It is... I don't know what her fatal flaw is, like, Feyre's fatal flaw, but, like, it could be, like, not thinking things through.
Yes.
Just jumping.
Never think anything through this girl.
I would say that and, like, black and white thinking.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Things are good or things are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rhys has been busy making brain omelets again, this time with the Ravens' minds. He did find out Hybern and the Queens want Nesta, and they want her bad. She took, and tut-tut Ness, that was not okay. But what babes did she take? Well, she doesn't know. RHYSAND doesn't know. Even Amryn isn't quite sure.
Something.
Perfect.
It's a big deal, but
never mind that for now. How did Hybern get in? Again. Oh, just a fleeting spell capable of cleaving wards. Like, I don't know. Like, some of this just,
Plot convenience.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, he just can. And you're like, okay.
Tam can.
Right. Yeah.
This time Hybern can.
You're right.
Again, perfect. Well, at least that was a one-time problem, not capable of being used again, which only makes it seem more plot convenient. Like,
yeah,
it was one spell you could use one time, and he can never use it again. You're
You're
like,
like
that's jam.
100%.
But just in case, Amryn is shoring up their defenses. Yeah. Something is off with Rhys. Feyre asks down the bond, what's wrong? It is then our typically calm and calculated High Lord loses it. Quote, what's wrong? What's wrong is that those pieces of shit got into my house and attacked my mate. What's wrong is that my own damn wards worked against me, and you had to make a bargain with that thing to keep yourself from being taken. In this moment, I can feel Feyre panicking a little, her anxiety creeping up, memories of another High Lord losing his ever-loving mind. Like, she's uncomfortable with this.
His, like, rage.
Yeah. And Feyre paid the price before.
Right.
So she senses, I think it says, like, Rhys kind of sees, like, the look on her face, and he, like, regulates his emotions.
Okay.
And then she senses him calming just a little, and, like, then she herself feels like
Calmer.
a release, like
Yeah.
a little bit of like, oh, thank God.
Right. Aww.
Yeah, it was interesting.
That, like, trauma
Yeah.
response
Yeah.
of, like, hypervigilance. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about this a little last episode, but no one saw it. Well, except poor Cassian again.
oh, Cassie's like, it's everywhere.
Look away. Axis is just like, hey.
Hey, boy, hey.
Exactly.
So why does Cassian see something scary, and then when Briaxis comes to fight, they just see like
Shadow.
smoke and shadow?
I think she can, like,
She decides.
it's like fear. So maybe like Cassian fears something very specific.
I think she's like that thing in Harry Potter, the bogey or whatever it's called. What is
Tap
it?
dancing
Boggart.
Snape.
The boggart, where like it turns into whatever you're most afraid of.
Mhm.
And so I think if it's like its attention isn't on you, maybe
Oh,
you
it's
just
just
see
like
like
that.
cloud and whatever, but
Yeah.
then if it turns its attention to you, then you see whatever it is you're most afraid of.
Well, she got a crush on Cassian. I don't know.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
Join the club, girl. Get in line.
He is ashen and pale and silent. So Feyre pivots and notes that sure, Hybern got in. Sure, things went badly, but they learned some very important information. 1, the cauldron isn't working at full strength.
Thanks, Ness.
2, Nesta is more important to Hybern than Feyre. Because all this time they were working under the premise that,
It was her.
yeah, nah, he wants
Nesta.
Nesta. 3, Hybern has doubts about his conquest. If he was like willing to send people here to get Nesta to fix the cauldron.
He doesn't feel confident on his own.
No. 4, the youngest queen is a crone and all of them are out for revenge.
Haha.
Next, we get a little look inside our fearless warrior's mind. Rhys sends Feyre Cassian's memories, the memory of when he saw Nesta in the bottom of the library. And I'm going to quote the whole fucking thing. Stumbling out of the dark, wide-eyed, her fear a tang that whetted his rage into something so sharp he could barely think, barely breathe. She let out a small animal sound, like some wounded stag, as she saw him. SJM fucking loves a stag.
Loves a stag.
Also, I love that she's a stag, not a doe.
Oh, yeah, good point. As he landed so hard, his knees popped. He said nothing as Nesta launched herself toward him, her dress filthy and disheveled, her arms stretching for him. He opened his own for her, unable to stop his approach, his reaching. Put a point in the win column for Cassian here.
So good.
Feyre also glimpses Nesta sending Cassian for Feyre and I think this warms our heroine's heart just a little. Because like when Cassian first comes for Nesta, she's like, leave me, go get Feyre. She needs more help. And
Right.
Feyre's like, oh, she cares.
She does care
For now.
for this brief fleeting moment.
Yes, exactly.
Nesta.
A little more chitty chat about the darkness in the library and a note that everyone better behave for fear of being sent to keep it company.
Right now that Feyre's made that bargain.
Yeah, Feyre's like, you all better behave. Or else,
Anytime,
like,
yeah.
I'm sending you to see her. And they're all like, oh.
Can you imagine how I'm like, hey. What do you want to
Just all the
talk about?
chitty-chat.
Like, what would you talk about? Like, what'd you have for breakfast? Or who?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. The people of Valaris will keep off the streets tonight at sundown. Quote, anyone in the streets faces the consequences. Of what? Farah asks. Of Amryn on the hunt. Ooh, tiny ancient one is hankering for a street fight with Hybern and his creatures tonight. Like, oh my god. But they always sick Amryn on people. I'm
I
like,
miss this about her. That she's not scary anymore.
She's like the secret weapon.
people are still, she
Spooked by
still
her.
has something.
Mm-hmm.
It's unclear what, but she, like, it's kind of like Nesta, how she, like, powers down a little, but she still is something.
Mm.
But then in Crescent City, Nesta's, like, full freaking force when they're in the cave. So I was, like, a bit confused by that, too. Jessica doesn't know.
Jessica has no idea.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't even want to say this. But this chapter, Elaine gets a little more interesting.
Da da da.
Talk of war and allies fill the townhome, and on the couch, staring into nothingness, Elaine drops a bomb. Quote, the queen might come. The inner circle instantly thinks she means the one who got royally screwed by the cauldron. But no, quote, not that one, the other. Everyone looks at each other awkwardly, and I can hear the conversation in their heads like, okay, Elaine, sure,
Right.
the other one.
Yeah.
Everyone except Asriel, our beloved spy master and shadow singer, understands exactly what is going on with Elaine. Elaine is a seer. Quote, the cauldron made her a seer. So I think we get into it a little bit more, but basically Nesta took and the cauldron gave something to Elaine.
Yes, because it.
Yeah. So does that then, like, take away from the theory that she's a seer because Mama Archeron could have been a witch? Or, like, is that the inherent gift that the cauldron would give her because she has, like, witchy tendencies?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chapter 33. Elaine gets a whole lot more interesting.
I can't believe you said that.
I know. Seer. Of course. Farah looks to the Morrigan to confirm this claim.
All right.
Her power of truth searching Elaine for a whisper of whatever it is that Mora's power actually does. And nods her head in confirmation. Like, oh yeah, this checks out. I'm like, what the actual fuck?
This is the... yeah, I agree.
Lucian's eye is losing it, whirling about like a top, and Asriel seemingly already put this together. Quote, it made sense, I suppose, that Asriel alone had listened to her, the male who heard things others could not. Could this also be because he is her true mate? And have we ever heard of an instance in the Maasverse where, like, a mating bond is rejected? Like, say she rejects Lucian, but, like, we just had a minor earthquake. But could then another mating bond come up, or is it like one and done?
I was going to say no, but then I think Bryce and Connor never got to be mates, but there is some talk about that they could have been. Like that
right.
In the wolves, they have, like, it's a mate, and it is much different than, you know, just like your wife or whatever. And so I wonder if that can happen, if, like, your mate dies, or, like, I don't know, yeah, maybe you reject the bond, can you have another mate? I always felt like with Bryce, to be honest, I could definitely go for a switch. Like, I just loved Connor. I know he had like 5 pages, but I just, the vibes between Bryce and Connor were so good and delicious. And I like Hunt, but Connor just scratched that itch for me.
Really? You only like Hunt?
Yeah, he's not my favorite MMC by far. But anyways, I think that there's like a bit of a case there in Crescent City, but I don't know that it's ever like full out confirmed.
So we can neither confirm nor deny.
Neither,
this.
yeah.
And with this revelation, and Nesta poised to fight the entire inner circle to defend Elaine, Feyre rationalizes that if Elaine took something from the cauldron, perhaps it gave something to dear sweet Elaine, which is confirmed.
Yes, what happened?
And with this knowledge, quote, Elaine blinked and blinked, eyes clearing again, as if the understanding, our understanding, it freed her from whatever murky realm she'd been in.
I love this because as someone who had a mental health diagnosis when I was like a young woman, I remember feeling so freed by it. And almost like all of a sudden, yeah, the fog had lifted. Everything made sense. I was like, oh, I'm not crazy. Like all of a sudden, yeah, just things made sense. So this description of like that understanding allowed her to see with clarity. I love that.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. Not gonna lie, I didn't hate this part about Elaine.
A little louder, sorry. Into the mic, Jamie.
Never. Sparing no time or forethought, they dive into Elaine's previous vision of the Sixth Queen.
Right.
We learn she was not, in fact, ill, but is still alive, and this next part is a hot freaking cup of tea. The Queen is bound, cursed by a sorcerer lord, Kosje, sold to darkness by her sister queens. Quote, I can never see him, what he is. There is this onyx box that he possesses, more vital than anything save for them, the girls. He keeps other girls, others so like her, but she, by day, she is one form, by night, human again. So, like, Kosje has, like, a harem, I guess, at this lake.
Yeah, it's Swan Lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
And apparently a word key.
It's got to be word keys.
So this also, I feel like, is like a tick in the Valg column.
Because word keys are, we see them in Throne of Glass and not in...
And they're associated with Valg versus
Assyria, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yep.
At least up until this point in Crescent City. Jessica finds a lot of things interesting. Then another Jamie and Jessica moment.
Oh no.
The lake is not in Perithian, but deep in the continent, amongst ancient mountains and forests.
God.
Oops.
I mean, that would be cool because I feel like we're going to spend time there eventually.
Next book, I feel like.
Like the next one that comes out.
Like, they're there.
Yeah. And so we haven't really gone to the continent yet. Okay, cool.
This gaggle of girls he's keeping at the lake sounds an awful lot like swans, white feathers gliding across the water, while the firebird rages in the sky. Vasa rages.
I love Vasa.
I know, same. I don't know why, though. Like, we don't get a ton of her.
Like 4 lines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I like Vasa.
Yeah. Complex character. Female. Check.
Angry.
Yeah. I love a vengeful woman. But who will go and find this potential ally? More? That's a hard no from Rhys. I'll go, Lucian says. But what might you ask are his qualifications? Mad-Eye Moody's whirly eye, quote, it sees things others can't. Spells, glamours, perhaps it can help me find her and break her curse. Our poor fox boy has no home, and therefore will go in search of the queen, if nothing else to have purpose as the war approaches.
Yeah.
Danger? Check. Alone? Check. But in this moment, the inner circle rallies around him, provides him what he needs. And in this babe's opinion, the fact that they believe in him and that Feyre thanks him, like, it means everything to Lucian. Like, they believe that he can go do this. And they're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Like, we trust you to go and do this and, like, bring this person back to us.
Again, very different from Tamlin.
Yeah. Fucking dick. I'm glad we haven't talked about him in a while.
In a hot minute, yeah. I haven't seen... I mean, he's coming.
He's coming. Lucian wastes no time. He's out after breakfast. No lingering, no second thoughts. As everyone scatters to check in on allies, enemies, and Amryn, he's left downstairs with Elaine. And Feyre, once again, is fighting for her life not to eavesdrop. Restraint, Feyre. Restraint. Instead, she pulls Rhys upstairs to clean the blood of the ravens from his hands and dive headfirst into a spiral. He couldn't protect his people, the priestesses, or his mate. Hybern walked right through the front door like he owned the place. The library, their sanctuary, has been violated, and worse, the place RHYSAND turned for quiet, for healing now feels tainted, twisted. He even dares wonder if it's some kind of punishment for aligning with Kier and for hurting more. Sir, no. I don't think so.
No, but it's an interesting thought.
More.
Mm-hmm.
She is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I didn't realize this, but like when it said it on the page, like Rhys would go to the library for like quiet. And when he came back from under the mountain, like that's where he went to like seek peace and like solace. So yeah, that was like a bit sad.
It doesn't seem like a place I would want to go if I was like a damaged person. Like it's like underground, right? It's like in my head, it's very, very dark. It's like a giant spiral that just goes deeper and deeper into a pit of black in the earth.
Like Coastal Lake.
Windowless. I'm like, this seems like somewhere that would give me wild claustrophobia and just all the bad vibes.
Reading corners sound nice.
Sure.
Also, it's like kind of sentient. So you're like, I want cocoa. And then it's like, poof.
Yeah, go to the House of Wind for that. Like,
but that's only for Nesta.
Nesta and I would be friends. I have a strong feeling.
I was strong. I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
She'd love me.
Yeah, we would vibe.
She hates everyone.
Except for me.
Feyre shuts that down immediately because we're not doing guilt spirals today. Quote, what happened today was not your fault. None of it. It all lies on Hybern, and when we face the king again, we will remember these attacks, these injuries to our people. We forgot Amaranth's spellbook to our own loss. But we have a book of our own now, hopefully with the spell we need. And for now we will prepare. We will face the consequences. For now, we move ahead. This didn't make sense to me because what the hell is Amaranth's spellbook?
That's what I thought.
Like, and what
as you said that?
Yes, exactly. Like when I read the quote, I'm like, Amaranth's spellbook, and then I didn't proceed to look anything up. But I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, did she have something under the mountain that they couldn't take? Or like, this is like another duh Jamie moment, but like, I really didn't know what they were talking about here.
Like, Amaranth's spellbook. I feel like this is what...
Their book is the Book of Breathings, obviously.
Yes, but I feel like, Amarantha used that spellbook and that was how she trapped all the High Lords and everyone. I think that was part of how she created that curse, was using the spellbook.
But like, what book is it then? The other thing about the timeline that doesn't make sense while Ellie's Googling this.
It enslaves Prithian, binds the High Lord's powers, traps everyone under the mountain, creates the curse.
What is said book called?
Amaranth's spellbook.
just like self-titled.
Yeah.
Yes.
She published it herself.
It just called her book.
Yeah. But back to the timeline that doesn't make sense. So Jessica in the gallery has the Book of Breathings.
What?
Yes. It says on the page as Bryce is looking at the shelf, book of, like, one of the spines is Book of Breathing.
Shut your mouth.
I think I brought this up in another episode, but yes, it does. So like the timeline is questionable at best.
Right. It can't be happening concurrently then. So this then supports my theory that they're traveling through space and time.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
She has the Book of Breathing.
In her library.
Interesting. So I wonder if Amarantha's book is also in Jessica's library.
So that was going to be my next question. She doesn't say it, but yeah. So
could Amarantha not be High Fae? Could she have been something else? Because she is described oddly at the beginning of ACOTAR, and I've thought about this a few times, that she's pretty, but she's not like
that pretty.
Yeah, which all High Fae are like, oh my god, you're like, look at them, and it's like looking at the sun. I'm like, right? Yeah. Could she also? Spellbook feels very witch. Oh, Allie, what if you're right? I would love
Amarantha as a witch.
What if you're right and Amarantha,
she not dead,
comes back somehow?
That would be amazing.
I swear she is not dead, because even in ACOWAR, they're talking about the cauldron and how Feyre needs to kill herself if she gets caught when she goes to save Elaine, because they'll just keep a piece of her
Mm.
and keep her alive in the cauldron. I'm like, they keep referencing this, like that it'll be the same as what happened with Jurian, and I'm like, Amaranth is alive. I know it.
And the finger bone and the eye thing is, again, feels very like
Witchy.
necromancery, witchy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Allie, when you first brought that up, I was like, girl, we're not getting her back.
She's coming back.
Oh my God, I would love to see her again.
Mhm.
Girl, we miss you.
Mhm. We do love Amarantha.
Mm.
And just like that, they steady. A few soft, flirty moments, a breath, a pause, and they find their footing again, grounded in each other before the next storm hits.
Incoming shortly.
Yes.
Just a few pages.
Danger, danger.
Mhm. Chapter 34. Amren finds nothing as she searches the city of Starlight that night. Moore tells Feyre that the citizens painted their doors with lamb's blood and left cups of it as an offering to the tiny ancient one. Bible
Love this
Watch.
for her.
This is Bible Watch. So this is Moses. I'm like, wait, is it Moses? Moses and the Pharaoh, and God sends the angel of death to Egypt. And the angel, they say to like the people of, I can't remember what Egyptian city, but they say to them to paint their doors with lamb's blood, and then the angel of death will fly over their doors and won't kill. And then the angel goes and actually kills all of the firstborn sons, I believe, of all of the rest of the families.
What a harrowing tale.
Well, as we were talking last time about the parting of the Red Sea, also interesting because is that Abraham or is that Moses
No,
as
it's
well?
Moses.
It's interesting. There's like two Moses stories, and yeah, I'm like, I gotta
time to reread the Bible.
I was like, I gotta reread the Bible. We learn that the ravens had initially showed up as two old scholars and then forced their way into the priestesses' minds, forcing them to open the ancient doors of violent trespassing, both mentally and physically.
They're also Demati?
I
thought it was a spell.
I think it
What
says,
is going on?
I think it's like part of the spell. Like it's like borrowed magic.
Okay.
Moore and Rhysand spend the day talking with the library priestesses and acolytes, comforting them, listening to them. And Feyre notes that it seems like the rip between the two cousins caused by what Rhys had done in the Hewn City seems to be repaired by the end of it.
We'll see.
I know. I'm like, this is interesting.
She's like luring him into a false sense of security.
Again, if Moore has a villain arc, I feel like it won't be like a strict she was evil the whole time and like fuck you. I think it'll be a little bit of like
backstory.
Yeah, and like that she isn't all trying to be bad, but like maybe she thought Rhysand was going down the wrong path and she knew the right way, and I'm doing it for like they both are a little bit like I have the ends will justify the means. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. The following morning, Lucien has readied himself and is with Rhys in the foyer of the town home, his person laden with a surplus of knives and swords from Asriel's personal collection. As Rhys winnows Lucien away, Elaine appears, saying nothing, just watching with quiet intensity. Lucien sees her in the moments before he disappears, inclines his head to the female, and is gone. Feyre waits, anxiously counting down the minutes to her mate's return. She breathes a deep sigh of relief when Rhys reappears and confirms that Lucien was deposited successfully on the continent. Before they can get much further than that, the door suddenly slams open and Amren stalks in, eyes swirling with rage. Quote, Hybern has attacked the summer court.
Not her boyfriend.
No. Chapter 35. A flurry of questions assaults Amren. Cassian asks Amren if Tarquin has called for aid, and Amren says she doesn't know. Rhysand asks Amren what exactly this message said that she received, and Amren tells them, quote, it was a warning from Varian to ready our own defenses. There it is. Curious silence fills the town home. Amren, somewhat defensively, tells them it's simply something a friend would do. Sure, Amren. Like, so they've obviously been like sneaking out of mom and dad's house after dark and meeting in the woods. And
Where would they meet?
I don't know. I mean, she does have her
Apartment.
Yeah, her apartment. So
Can Amryn winnow? No. Or yes.
I don't know actually.
No, she cannot.
She can't winnow?
I don't think so.
She just always kind of seems to kind of come out of nowhere and you're like, whoa,
Hello.
there you are.
Rhys confirms that the Summer Court has no army presently in Adriata to protect itself, and it's Feyre who makes the call. They will not leave the Summer Court to fall to Hybern. Blood rubies be damned.
Why is there no army in the Summer Court?
The
Everyone's rebuilding?
The army had been sent to, if I'm remembering, to the border of the Spring Court.
Oh, yes.
So they have like their like, you know,
Right.
they have like their, I guess, like, what would you call it? Like their national, the guard, the National Guard is like still there, but like their main offensive army is gone. So they're vastly underprepared. And so everyone falls into motion, layering leathers, grabbing blades, racing throughout the townhome. Nesta, watching the flurry, asks if Feyre will fight, surprise lining her features as she sees her sisters strapping daggers to her body. As Rhys's power thrums down the bond, signaling the all clear, Mor cocks her head at Nesta and tells her, quote, "It's nothing we can't handle." And then
Hey, Morgan. What are you going to do? Be like, you're lying. You're also lying.
No, you're a liar. I would never. They disappear in a dark wind, rushing to Adriata. Screams, blood, chaos, and unrelenting heat greet them. The bay is filled with Tarquin and Hybern's fleet battling viciously. The sky is filled with Illyrians, lines on lines, Rhys having winnowed all of them in. The ground is filled with slashing and clashing blades. And as Mor and Feyre look on for a moment in horror, seeing how hopelessly the Summer Court is outnumbered, it's Mor who says, her voice racked with furious disbelief, quote, "No one else has come, no other courts." So I can't remember if we learned this later. Did Tarquin send for aid or did Rhys?
I don't know. Like, I'm like, did they just not come because nobody was asked?
That's
and
what I'm
Amryn
wondering.
only knew because of Varian?
Varian. Okay.
Okay.
So no one else knew to come.
No one else knew to come.
Okay. Because in this moment, it feels very like, ooh.
Yeah.
Gondor calls for aid.
Yes. Love you.
And what is it? And Rohan will answer.
Yes.
That's right.
Mor takes charge. They will go together, she says to Feyre, back to back, blade to blade, pressing on, killing those in their way, leaving the wounded for the healers. They take one fleeting, quick moment, a pause to grab a breath, and then Mor winnows them to the heart of the palace. Okay, I'm not like a huge fight scene fan, but this next bit would be so cool to see on screen.
Because it's just both of them. Like,
It's
annihilating
more
them. Annihilating people.
Oh, it's
yeah. Mor's a good fighter. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't, but I also like did.
Yeah, she's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Arriving in the palace, they stop, listening to the sounds around them, and they realize that the High Fae have barricaded themselves in the upper levels of the palace, leaving the lesser fairies to fend for themselves. So not only have they stolen the only like high ground, but they have left the people of their court who have the least amount of magic, like without any protection.
And clearly, Feyre is hella pissed.
Oh,
about that.
it is.
This does not align with her value system.
No. Tamlin are probably like, it's fine, but
Yeah.
it's barely a decision that needs to be made for Mor and Feyre to descend to the bottom floors to fight together for the Lesser Fae. Chapter 36. Mor and Feyre are a whirling, terrifying mixture of blades and magic as they take on a ship's worth of Hybern soldiers. Mor beheads, Feyre burns them to ash. Mor stabs, Feyre drowns them with rushing columns of water. At one point, Feyre stretches out an arm, and heavy darkness falls over the corridor. Mor warns the Summer Court fairies not to be afraid, as she and Feyre winnow and slash through the inky black. Quote, Mor, I think, was born able to see in the darkness.
Because she's Court of Nightmares. This must be like a power up there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, can all Court of Nightmares residents see in the dark because they're born in the hewn city?
I feel like they must.
It was an interesting, like, it hadn't been dropped. I don't think it gets mentioned again in all the rest of the books.
Could she be of House of Shadow and whatever? Blood?
And they can
all-
like,
yeah.
see through. No.
They can see in the dark.
Stop.
Because, like, I'm in their house right now.
Flame and Shadow is like the necromancers and whatever.
Oh. It's where Jessica is currently residing. Ethan is working for her.
Right.
And Hypaxia is living there also currently.
Interesting. I wonder. Yeah, this line, I was like, what the fuck is this? More? Like, every other page is like, oh yeah, and more this. What do you mean? Like,
more.
They clear the lower levels of the palace and emerge onto the street where the screams of the dying rage on. She and Moore continue making their way through street after street. Finally, a small pause in the chaos, and Feyre reaches down the bond to RHYSAND. Nothing. Just raging shadows and mental shields stronger and more impenetrable than Feyre has ever seen. Feyre calls out to Rhys, laying a hand against that wall of adamant, and a sliver briefly opens in the wall, sucking her in before she can so much as blink, and closing behind her, locking Feyre into the mind of the High Lord of the Night Court.
Is this when he red mists people?
Yes. I remember when I read Mist and Fury at the end being like, why is it called Mist and Fury? I was like, that's weird. Like, Thorns and Roses, like, okay, like the roses, and like it's about like, it's pretty, but it's also deadly. And I was like, Mist and Fury.
I mean,
like,
Bear's pretty mad at the beginning.
Sure. I don't know. It
That's just mad throughout.
And then as we learn about the red misting, I'm like, oh, that makes more sense.
Or the mist around like the prison in Avalon.
As you were talking about the mist today, I was like, interesting. Feyre, through RHYSAND's eyes, looks out at a ship where Rhys stands, staring, searching for something, a damper. When he had landed in Adriata, he had felt a push, like a lid trying to stifle his power. It hadn't succeeded, not fully, but it had slowed him down, had resulted in this lengthy, bloody battle.
Right.
And RHYSAND had tracked that damper through bodies and blood to this ship, where he now stands ready and waiting. For what? Feyre is left to wonder for just a moment. Quote, there was nothing I could do but watch as the King of Hybern stepped from below decks and smiled at my mate.
Air quotes.
Hot takes, theories, and thirds.
Oh, so he doesn't red mist them this episode.
Not this episode, but this is where, like, on the boat, he's like,
So
I kept thinking as I was reading, like, when do we get to the friggin' meeting?
I know, me too.
I'm like, oh, it's for sure this episode. And I'm like, nah, it's not even the next episode. It's the one after that.
I did think it was sooner. I
Yeah.
thought it was like before
Like,
this
it's
summer
near to the
court
end of the
battle.
book.
Yeah, that to
I
me
mean-
is
because they basically have that and then they go right into
really.
the
It's
battle.
that fast, hey?
because the wall comes down while they're
In the meeting.
while they're in the meeting.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
they're sleeping overnight.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's just like something's wrong.
Oh yeah. Right. I had no hot takes, theories, or thirsts to add, like none, because I felt like all of it was. I wanted to talk about Crescent City.
Mm.
Okay, wait. So when Bryce goes to Prithian, are they there? They go to the Hewn City, right? That's where they go to like take her to question her,
Yeah, she's in like a cavern.
right? And it's in the Hewn City.
It's like an offshoot.
Okay. And then she like slips below and then
Mhm.
starts her little adventure.
Mhm.
And then it's confirmed that she ends up at the prison? No?
Yes. Which is the Dusk Court.
I do need to read.
So no, she goes and they're like through these tunnels and whatever,
Yeah.
and then Bryce obviously
like a
having
river.
her archaeology background, looks at the drawings and she's like, this is interesting. They get to a stone archway and she's like, this is like a picture of like the sun setting or rising. I'm not sure which. And I'm like, well, it's fucking setting. It's because it's the dust court. And then they carry on. And they meet they go through the river and the worm and
Yeah.
And they go through the water because they're going like subterranean from the hewn city to the prison. They come to the big bronze door with the 8-pointed star. She puts her hand on it. It opens. They go in. Closes behind her. And Nesta's like, shit, this isn't good. We're in the fucking prison.
She says that.
Yes.
Oh.
She's like, we're in the prison. And then there's like another 8-pointed star on the floor. And they're like, I don't know, it's warded. Like, probably shouldn't go near it. And Bryce is like, fuck that. Walks towards it, puts her hand on it. Basically, the bottom falls out of the cave. And they arrive at this coffin.
Right. And so you think that there are no more Asteri,
Except Amryn.
Except Amryn.
I feel like Amryn, and I don't know if this is possible, could have been the one that got eaten by Hell. So like, but somehow she like ended up in the prison. Like, there's only 8 Asteri. So like, either Amryn's not Asteri, or she is, and like the star that they thought was eaten and killed actually lived.
Because how many are in Crescent City?
6.
And they say, and then there was one in Prithian. They find her, and then they say the other one is dead, was eaten by Hell.
Or by, Alien.
I missed because this whole time I've been like, I think the Asteri.
Oh, also confirmed Asteri are Daglin.
Confirmed on the page.
Yes, confirmed.
Jessica needs to reread these, I think.
Confirmed.
Moral of the story.
I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay. So hot takes, theories, and thirsts. That Bryaxis wants company. I think this is another nudge that she's culting. Because in Throne of Glass, she is so lonely in the
she's
castle,
imprisoned,
hidden away.
Yeah,
like she never got to live her own life.
Yeah,
and so I feel like this would make sense for her character.
Tell me of life. Yeah, I agree. I love this. I really want it to be her now.
Nesta. Like some wounded stag. Okay. SJM and stag. So like we almost need stag watch.
Yes.
Like
we do.
Yeah. There's a lot.
The Lord of the North. There's the stag in the Great Rite. There's Nesta being described like a stag. I feel like there's more.
Well, the hind is also a deer. Which is, not a stag.
Also, can I just say, like, that is an odd choice for a villain name.
The Hind?
Yeah.
Like Behind?
Yes. Yeah. I was like, all right. Like,
thanks, SJM, for that.
I don't know. It was an odd choice.
Well, now that I've read farther in Crescent City, okay, so like I said, there's evidence of the Dusk Court. Also, Dusk's truth in Crescent City. I feel like the Asteri obviously know what happened with Thea. And so, like, this is what Bryce found out while she's in Prithian. And so, like, everything behind that door where they have, like, the planet system, like, swirling around. And, like, they want to get back there.
Right.
Like, they're desperate to, like, retake and probably also free their sister, the other Asteri, because, but now she's dead.
Right.
Or dead.
How do they kill her? With Truth Teller?
So Bryce takes both of them and, like, shoves them into her, and it, like, doesn't kill her.
Weakens her.
Yeah. And then Nesta comes with her sword with the silver flame.
What's her sword? Gwendolyn?
No, that sword is the Star Sword.
Danica's.
No.
Whose sword?
Bryce's Rune's sword is the lost sword that they talk about when in Silver Flames.
Yes.
Which is the
yes.
genie.
Yes.
So it's one and the same.
Right.
Which also adds an interesting take to the timeline, because if Rune had that sword, like, obviously ACOTAR book 5 is done. Because, like, that sword, like, had to be gone.
Had to be
Anyways,
gone.
long story short, the timeline is murky at best.
Okay.
Okay, the Onyx box at Coast Jay's Lake. So
Word
again,
gaze.
yeah.
Yeah.
So again, Valg.
Mm.
I feel like,
Instead of a Siri.
yes.
How sure are we that there's only 8? I get there's 8-pointed stars and whatever, but
I mean, fairly sure, because I think also the one they kill is like, there's 8 of us and you killed the 7th and this and that. Like, she says it.
okay.
Jessica refuses to believe.
I really am
that
hanging
the
on
death
to
gods
this.
are not Asteri.
Well, and like
they also die so easily though. Like, it can't.
Yeah,
be.
and that's fair. But like also like the gods and goddesses in Throne of Glass, like Diana and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it feels like they could be Asteri. But I don't know.
But they also dead.
She sends them to that terrible world.
Oh, could that be the Nowhere?
What is the Nowhere?
Oh boy.
Just gonna reread these books.
This is how you get rid of the Asteri. You use the knife and the sword and the horn, and you open a portal to Nowhere, and you trap them there.
So they're not dead, they're trapped.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't actually kill them.
I don't know. But I do know that she thinks about, like, opening this rift to Nowhere.
Interesting.
Because the Autumn King kind of lets it slip while he's, like, holding her prisoner.
Oh.
Well, or so he thinks. I love that part.
Okay, what happens again? I remember that he...
Should I just read the book?
I was gonna say, let's save this for when we do Crescent City. Tell just the whole book.
So, Bryce comes back from Prithian.
Yes.
And transports herself. Well, no, she ends up in the Autumn King's castle, and he puts the shackles on her that makes her magic no good.
Right.
And he, like, holds her. No, Gorgesian or whatever it is.
Right. Where's Fabane?
In the books we are currently reading.
But it's the same shit.
One's, yeah, maybe.
I think so. Anyway, yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Or so you think. And then she goes to Rune's room and finds the key in his desk that he used to, like, unshackle himself when his dad beat him, so he could put on the salve and, like, have his wounds heal. And then you find out that Bryce has been fucking playing him like a fiddle. And she's like, I wanted to come here. I wanted you to tell everything. And she locks him in the bottom of the castle. And then she's like, bye.
Peace, loser.
And he kicked out all the servants and turned off all the technology. And she's like,
right.
She gives him a vulgar gesture and winnows to, teleports to the ship.
Oh, I love Bryce.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she's like, you thought you had me here?
Yeah.
I'm like,
fat chance. How are you feeling, like, out of FMCs? Feyre, Nesta, Bryce, Aelin. If you had to rank them right now.
Probably. So hard. I feel like Bryce is 1 because she's the most relatable. Then Aelin, then Nesta, then Feyre.
Feyre last.
Yeah, for sure.
Bryce first.
Mm-hmm.
Shani's favorite is Bryce too.
I do love Aelin, but, like, Bryce is just, like, you can see yourself in Bryce with, like, her, like, sass and, like, I don't know. And, like, she likes fat, like, she's, like, a girl's girl, but, like, also, like, just badass. Whereas, like, Aelin is kind of like this lone ranger, and she's, like, fierce and tough and
Hmm.
like, because at the beginning she doesn't have close friendships with women.
No, she doesn't.
Like,
we commented on it. She
and-
doesn't have friends.
And even exactly. So I feel like, although Bryce's attachment to Danica is maybe like a bit much.
A touch like what's it you always say at work when we like are just on a call while we're working? You're like,
codependent.
Codependent. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm a bit like, but yeah. So I think Bryce is one because she feels more relatable. I love Aelin,
Mhm.
but like a bit harder to relate to, even though like I feel like I like Aelin's like my girl. But Bryce is like obviously easier to relate to, and like she's like fun and funny and salty and kind of like takes no shit, but also is like soft.
Yes.
Aelin doesn't have, I mean, my God, she doesn't share the lavender oil or soap or whatever it is. Like she doesn't have a soft side really until, you know, Sam dies, obviously, and Rowan.
She's all
and
hard
even
edges.
then she's still guarded.
Yeah, very much so.
So
yeah.
What about you?
I'm just surprised that you put Nesta third. Like I
love Aelin.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you do love. I guess I'm surprised Bryce is first. I'm trying to think like who do I want to spend more time with right now? Like to read another book from their POV. Honestly, I want to read from Elaine's POV. I'm super excited, but only if she continues to have this like build of like interesting things happening and secrets and what's going on. Like if she just is this like sweet simpering, like that will suck. But right now, who would I want to spend more time with? I want to get to know Elaine and hear at like Asriel and that whole story. So, and I didn't even include her as an FMC when I listed it out to you. But
I mean, Elaine for me would be obviously 5. Doesn't
yes,
really matter.
but she's not my like favorite because I don't know anything about her. I don't know.
You told me I had to right now.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I don't know.
I know. I don't know. I think Nesta's my number 1.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then Bryce. And then Aelin and then Feyre. Yeah, Feyre's last for all of us.
She is getting like...
She's just boring at the end.
Yep.
Like
after you go through Nesta, you're like, holy shit, Feyre is like
milquetoast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Okay. Did we have any? Oh, you were asking.
Oh yeah. Who made Lucian's eye? Was it Tamlin?
No, his friend at the Dawn Court.
Daycourt.
Helion?
Helion.
Daycourt.
Yes, it was his tinkerer.
Made.
No, I thought the Tinkerers were at the Dawn Court because that's where they're meeting. Yeah.
Daycourt, specifically, it was made by a Daycourt spellcleaver, tinkerer type artisan.
Oh, because it says there's Tinkerers in the Dawn Court in the next. When I was like, to me, Dawn Court is like Switzerland because it also talks about them being neutral about like everything, but also like Swiss watches and like.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
They're like, they work with like clocks and they like tinker, and I'm like,
very Switzerland. So funny. Sham's just like looking around.
They're closest to the middle, which like Switzerland is pretty much right in the middle of Europe.
Yeah,
so
funny.
Interesting.
That's so funny.
No, nothing else. Oh.
And that's it.
Oh.
The end. And that's where we dog ear the page babes. What started as careful planning turned into chaos real quick, and the illusion of safety gone. Nowhere, no one, and nothing is off limits.
Next episode, things get fast, dangerous, and just a little bit wicked. So keep your blades sharp and your wits about you, and maybe don't get too attached to your piece.
We want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fine males and men. We have like yet to meet the fine men. Just saying.
Oh, it's all males. Yeah.
They'll all be males.
Yep. Mhm.
Follow A Court of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And while you're at it, click the subscribe button. Lastly, you can show us a little love by taking 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple or Spotify and share it with all the babes in your life.
Until next time, stay bookish, babes.